Brian, why don't you lead our listeners into the first guided meditation with eyes closed?
Okay, thank you, Jonathan. This is an awareness game that I call Born Yesterday. It's also known as the Just Born identity. So, close your eyes, relax, and imagine you were just born a little while ago. Imagine you haven't learned any of the words or concepts or fears or ideas about yourself and the world that you've accumulated up to now. And just imagine that everything is fresh and new. You have no words to describe it, you have no labels to describe it, and you have no concepts about it.
Good. Now as you sit there, I want you to focus on what it feels like to have a body. More specifically, what are the sensations that you notice in your field of awareness? How do your feet feel? Notice any warmness or coolness or vibration there. Notice how your legs feel. That you can feel inside your body, the blood, the bones, all the way to the skin. How your butt and pelvic area feels. And as you notice all these sensations, notice if there's any place that feels tight or contracted. Just notice for now. You don't need to do anything about it. And as you notice the sensations there, if there's some place that feels tight or contracted, see if you can kind of just let it relax or unwind. And as we move up your body to your stomach area, your lower back, once again, notice if there's any place that feels tight or contracted. And if so, at first just let it be however it is. Notice how you sense into your body. And then, if it's easy, you can take a deep breath into any area that feels tight or contracted, and let that drift away, leaving that part of your body feeling more spacious and open. And then your chest, upper back. Notice the sensations. Allow what's there to be there. And then see if you can just gently let go of any contraction in your upper body, chest, and back area. And finally, your face, your jaw, your cheek, your forehead muscles. Sense what that feels like in your field of awareness. And if you notice any contraction, see if it can be let go of, unclenched, relaxed. Allow a feeling of spaciousness to fill your entire body. And enjoy the peace of that.
And piggybacking on top of Jonathan's meditation on the body, my next game is called Big Body. Notice your body. Notice all of it. Keep noticing until you're noticing your entire body, from the top of your head to the tip of your toes, including every inch of skin and every particle of every organ and every physical sensation that appears. Now imagine that you have a bigger body that surrounds and encompasses your entire body. Be that bigger body. Look at your regular body from that big body that surrounds it. Imagine that anything you can sense about your regular body is contained within big body. Let your big body expand. Let it be big enough to include everything you see, hear, and feel. If you hear sounds, imagine them happening inside your big body. If you have any physical sensations, imagine them happening inside your big body. Imagine that everything you experience inside your big body, including the image you have of your regular body. Imagine that image and that sense of your body is just a smaller body inside this bigger body that includes everything. Be the big body.
Now notice or bring up any thoughts that have been stressful to you in the last day or week. And we'll see if we can change your relationship to those thoughts. So perhaps you have some problem in your life that you're dealing with, or some uncomfortable feeling. Just choose one for now. And as you think or feel into something that has caused you stress recently, just allow it to be there in your field of awareness. Notice any contraction or resistance that shows up as you think or feel into this situation. See if you can welcome these feelings or thoughts that you used to resist or used to label as stressful, and just allow them to be there as they are. Now see if you can let go of trying to control any of this. That you let go of trying to control the situation to be any different than it is. So that in letting go of trying to control it or wanting it to be different, you can feel in control right now. Can you let go of wanting control even more so that you can feel at peace and in control in this moment? And even more, letting go of needing it to be any particular way other than it is. Just allowing things to be exactly as they are, with no preference of pushing it in any direction. And enjoying the peacefulness of that. Relax into that acceptance.
This next game is called Slippery Mind. Imagine your mind is a very slippery, very smooth surface with no walls or fences or anything you can hold on to. When a thought comes in, it can't stay. It's too slippery. It just whoosh, slides on out the other side. You can imagine this slippery, smooth surface as a highly polished disc. A thought comes, it just slides right through and out the other side. Sometimes a thought will circle for a while before it slides out. When you notice this happening, just slightly tilt the smooth surface, and the thought will slip and slide right on out the other side. So if some thoughts stick around in your slippery mind and continue to spin, you can nudge them, or maybe give them a little jolt of electricity, and then watch them slide right on out. No need to prevent any thought from coming, because as soon as it arrives, it slides out. No need to control the content of the thoughts, because each thought just comes in and it cannot gain any purchase. It just slides right on out.
And for our final eyes closed meditation, before we do eyes open meditation, I'd like you to imagine a whiteboard, like the kind you draw on. And on that board are the words, I am. After the I am, think of an identity you have that you often identify with, like I am a man or woman, or your career, or a parent, or an athlete. What is one of the identities that you might have after I am? Put it on the whiteboard and feel into that identity. What does that identity feel like? Now imagine erasing whatever word you put after I am and just feel into being an I am, an awareness. Notice how that feels different. Now come up with another identity to put on that whiteboard after I am. Something that you commonly identify with, maybe your career or something else. Feel into this new identity. What does it feel like in your body and mind to feel into this part of you? Now imagine erasing whatever came after I am, erasing that identity, letting it go. And once again, just picturing the words I am and feeling into what it is like to just be. No identity other than now awareness. I am. You can even let go of the I and just be am. Just something existing without any sense of I in this moment. And this moment. Am. Good. Now I'd like you to very, very slowly take your time and slowly begin to open your eyes as just an awareness into a three-dimensional world of color, sights, sounds. As best you can, continuing to just to be an I am from this place of stillness and awareness.